For the collective that I'm channeling this message for and who this video finds, there is an untapped vastness within you that's teaming up, and it's the same unique trait about you that's going to be reining in so much wealth that's going to be amassed before you, okay? Hello, my name is Somi, and this is her Invisible Prowess. Thank you so much for tuning in today's collective tarot reading. By the way, you guys, we just had the buck full moon in Aquarius, which is definitely a nudge to realignment, releasing old beliefs, outdated patterns, new generative cellular upgrades, forward movement to expansion instead from lack and fear, and embracing your uniqueness and muchness, okay? It's not that long ago that I also went for a walk to go to the beach at night, which I actually find much more appealing than going to the beach in the more regular business hour, which is, during the day to get a tan, which I don't really care for. And this particular time, I've never seen so much waves like this in my life. Well, I don't really go to the beach that much, but that's besides the point. I feel like there's definitely some sort of message here. Now that I'm reminiscing back to that moment, there is a vastness, there is a muchness for the collective that I'm channeling this message for, that you are trying to contain. Now, trying to contain may mean something that you're doing unconsciously, okay? Out of fear of being seen as too much. You may be someone who genuinely admire people that make a name for themselves online and things like that, because it requires so much courage. It requires so much thick skin, okay? And you may be someone who badly wish that they even have this, very much so online career, a name for themselves and things of that nature. But this desire, this genuine desire, okay, it's not coming from a place of because you want to be the center of attention, you want the eyes to be all on you. You maybe even be kind of blends into the background, and not as a bad way necessarily. Anyways, this full moon in Aquarius leading up to Jupiter Cazimi is definitely your nudge to realignment, okay? Clear the old and in with the new, okay? Because how can you make space for the new while clinging on to the old? This can be old stuff that you've had for years, okay? Physical stuff. This can be digital content, maybe old emails, even old photos that hold space in your internal storage of your devices, your laptop, your phone, okay? These are definitely holding on to old energies that really you do not align with personally, not anymore anyway. Maybe this is a gentle realignment to maybe a new employment that you resonate with, okay? Now moving onward onto a new future. And embrace your uniqueness and be unapologetically you, okay? I can't help but to remember this old movie scene from Alice in the Wonderland with Johnny Depp as the Mad Hatter, and they are all seated at this tea ceremony, very English of them. And this was the first time that they were seated together in that movie, and he looked at her in the eyes and told her, "You've lost your muchness." And she was genuinely confused, her muchness, because this is something that she's not consciously even aware of. And the Mad Hatter was wishing that, for her to be her old self, her genuine true self. All right, I just pulled some oracle cards here. You are someone, and not everybody will resonate with this, but you may be someone who is spiritually awakened, okay? And you are being incentivized by the universe, spirit, whatever you want to believe in, to step into this online world, step onto this online community, make a name for yourself and make a brand. And something about your energy feels like the world needs this type of energy. It doesn't come from a very superficial, very, another one of those social influencers that we normally see online that carries these brand names and brand deals, sponsorships, things like that. But regardless of that, actually, you will become someone who will be receiving these types of sponsorships and brand deals also, but that's only a side effect to what you're gonna be up to, okay? Which requires a lot of openness. It requires a lot of putting yourself out there, okay? Even though it is deeply, deeply, deeply uncomfortable, okay? But something tells me that you will be taking that initiative anyway, okay? We have elimination here as well. And you are just genuinely someone who will be a delight for people to be spending time with, even though it is just online. Let's see what else. We have truth here and gateway. You are someone who may resonate with the starseed energy. You may be even seen as a unicorn. You may even have spiritual gifts. Okay, this could be energetic healing. You might also be a light worker. You could be psychic as well. But something about what you're about to do will be bringing so much positivity, so much happiness even, and you will be achieving something that your older generations have never, and this is your freedom, okay? And this is not just spiritual freedom, not in that woo-woo sense, but even physical freedom, financial freedom, time freedom, okay? And oh my God, we have success and miracles and wisdom. Wow. Okay. What a powerful combination that we just drew here. You are someone who's deeply, deeply wise, okay? And it feels like you might be someone who struggled to kind of fit in, okay? But something tells me here, because we just also drew the community card, you will be surrounded by people who are like-minded, who operate in the same frequency as you, okay? And there is something opening up for you here. We have miracles here, and this illustration is particularly in the dark, so you might be in a stage in your life where things feel very, very uncertain right now and feels very, very unstable, okay? But it's that same type of situation and set of circumstances that will kind of pave the way for this miracle to happen, and which will bring in so much success, so much abundance. You might want to affirm this in the comments down below that you will be successful. You are abundant in nature already, okay? And something about your energy feels even healing, okay? We have healing chaos, and yeah, like I mentioned before, you are being incentivized to really, really take courage here. Step into an alignment, okay, with your highest timeline here. But a lot of doors, a lot of paths will be opening up to you. A lot of horizons will be opening up to you, and so much change will be happening before you here, okay? And yeah, this is your second confirmation that financial security will unfold for you as well, okay? Even love, wow, oh my goodness, and abundance. Of course we get abundance, because how could we not? And move going forward, guys. I say, and it comes out in the cards, okay? There is a new path, a new beginning, a new chapter opening up to you, where you are no longer going to be struggling. I just saw 444 on a timer, okay? And this type of transformation is so powerful, okay? And you are gonna be quantum leaping, okay, leading up to the Jupiter Cazimi, okay? I do want to include some journaling prompts to help you guys integrate these powerful concepts here. I have here, if anything is possible, what does my highest timeline look like? Number 2, what fears, stories, limiting beliefs, even habits do I still hold on to? Now, this one in particular is slightly more challenging to pinpoint. You may be even be carrying some unconscious habits, unconscious fears, unconscious limiting beliefs, whether that be unworthiness, not being good enough, okay? This is definitely going back to your childhood if you have some of that stuff that you still carry in your adult life, okay? This can also be fear of being seen as too much, okay? And number 3, what steps can I take starting today to step towards this new future, okay? This can also come from reinforcing positive daily habits. This can be daily journaling, practicing gratitude. You can definitely start sorting through your old clothes and throwing them out or donating them. Okay, this can be reading up on new books. Be more conscious of what you feed your mind. What content do you feed your mind? Not just through your physical body and what we eat and drink and all these things, which are equally, if not more important, but what content does your mind consume? Okay, this can also be songs. If you like to listen to heartbreak songs, okay, it's probably not a good idea, because these are affirmations that your mind is consciously and unconsciously absorbing, okay, through the songs as well. So definitely keep that in mind. Let's see what else. I'm gonna be drawing some angel numbers now. We have 5-5. You might be seeing 5-5-5. We have here, be grateful. Stop dwelling on problems that you cannot solve or situations that bring you down. Embrace gratitude and reciprocity for what life offers, and you will align with your soul's desires. What are 3 things am I grateful for today, and how can this shift in focus help me align with my soul's desires? Yes, this is a really, really good kind of mindful activity to kind of reassess and reevaluate things that you personally align with, okay? New values that you might also value now going forward. Let's see what else. We have soul purpose. Wow. We have, your angels are released, or your angels are pleased with your life choices and are letting you know that you're on the right path. Keep up the good work as you are successfully fulfilling your soul purpose and life mission. Question here, how can I continue to align my daily actions with my soul purpose and life mission? Yes, this is definitely another confirmation that you're being called here, okay? And wow, I just saw awakening here. Oh my goodness. This is definitely second confirmation that the collective that I'm channeling this message for is someone who is spiritually awakened, okay? Now, awakening varies person to person, okay? So only take what resonates with that. You're undergoing a profound spiritual awakening that will lead you towards a path of success, epiphanies, and breakthroughs in all aspects of your life. Yes, so when we talk about an awakening, it's something that's deeply, deeply challenging, okay? A lot of certain circumstances definitely line up, okay? And as much as it pains you, it's actually setting you up for a new bright future here. We have success, or we have abundance here. If you're struggling financially, emotionally due to changes in your life or relationships, your angels want you to know that these difficulties are temporary and also an opportunity for growth. How can I embrace the changes in my life as opportunities to cultivate greater abundance? You might be someone who also have subconscious blocks when it comes to making money, how the world works, and things of that nature. And you might also be someone who has a hard time receiving things, okay? You might be carrying a limiting belief that you need to earn in order to receive things, okay? That's definitely something you need to work on. We have also here new beginnings. Wow. There's definitely a fresh start here that is going to be unfolding for you. We have everything starts with a blank slate, and you have the power to create whatever you desire. Embrace a fresh start with an open mind. New opportunities are underway, so stay positive and hopeful. How can I embrace new beginnings with an open mind and a positive attitude? What's something that's not commonly talked about life is you get to hit the reset button if you need to, whether that be in your relationship, in terms of your line of work, your employment, whatever it is. Hit the reset button as much as you possibly need, okay? There is really no limitation to how much you get to start over, okay? Literally every day we can start over again, okay? No matter how frustrating, how unsettling or unsatisfied you might be from the day before, every day is really a fresh start, okay? Let's see what else. We have two opportunities. Think big and expand your horizons as far as possible. Don't set limits on yourself or what you believe is possible. Don't let fear stop you from opening your mind and opportunities you might otherwise miss. Today, take a step towards something that scares you and embrace it as an opportunity for growth and expansion. What opportunities am I missing out on because of self-imposed limitations or fears? Oh my gosh. And that card is followed by this card. You might be seeing 444 everywhere. Actually, I just saw 444 right before I recorded this video for you guys. It says take a risk. Now is a good time to take action on tasks that require initiative, creativity, and risk taking. Get organized and make plans with realistic expectation of success rather than waiting for things to change on their own. What specific risks can I take right now that align with my goals and creativity? Identify one area where you can take a calculated risk and make a concrete plan to move forward with confidence and realistic expectation. Now guys, what a lot of people don't really know about manifesting, quantum leaping, is how unrecognizable you have to be in order to be the embodiment of that future self, that future life, okay? When you think of your highest, most expansive timeline, what is this future higher self like? How does she talk? How does she carry herself? How does she hold herself accountable? How does she step outside of her comfort zone? What does your internal dialogue look like, okay? How does she dress, okay? How does she talk to other people? What is her demeanor like? How does she handle uncomfortable situations, okay? Oh my gosh, and we have here next, we have personal power. You have the personal power and strength to create the changes you desire in your life. Reflect on your current situation and identify areas of dissatisfaction. Your future is in your hands and depends on how you choose to shape it. Wow, what specific changes do I want to make in my life? How can I use my personal power to achieve them? Take a moment to write down the areas of your life where you feel dissatisfied and outline actionable steps you can take to address these issues and create the future you desire. Guys, you do not need to be a psychic or someone who is spiritually gifted to see into the future. You have a lot of power in your hands, actually, and cards say so here also, okay, that you are a very, very powerful creator. You are not a victim of your own circumstances, okay? You get to decide, you get to take action. Whatever cards life has handed to you from childhood growing up, of course, we know we can never change your parents. You cannot change your childhood upbringing, whatever it may be, but you definitely get to decide, definitely get to set your own personal future, your own personal reality, okay? And this is your reminder for that realignment, okay? Let's see what else we have here. We have one day at a time. Healing, pursuing a new future, whatever it may be, is meant to be taken one day at a time here, okay? We have patience, present, progress, focus, daily effort, future, and mindfulness. The effort you put in today is what will illuminate your future. Focus on doing the right things today and do not worry about what will happen tomorrow. Your daily efforts are building the foundation for tomorrow's success. What steps can I take today to progress toward my goals, and how can I stay focused on the present? And I will end my reading here. If you like this message, please give this video a thumbs up. You can just definitely DM me to book your private one-on-one tarot reading. All of that info will be in the description box below. Take advantage of my summer promotions, and that would be all for now. Bye.